Welcome to day 4 of the IFSC World Championships here in Bern, and welcome to the World Climbing Club, your daily show with catch-up, highlights and more. Now, these are the boulders, and I wanted to show you something a little bit special. Check out this hold. Yeah. See-through, no texture, and completely new for competition climbing, and there's something special planned for those holds in the finals, but that's all to come. First of all, let's see the highlights from the men's boulder semi-final. As usual, 4 boulders, this time on the 20-metre long wall at the centre of the arena. Boulder 1 involved dynamic moves between static sections and was probably the easiest one there. Boulder 2, the hardest, with a savage last move. Boulder 3, a slab with multiple methods of climbing it. And finally, Boulder 4, with a unique see-through, no texture hold. Unfortunately, we can't cover everyone, but here are a few stories from the semis. There was a massive reaction to Swiss athlete Julien Clement's climbing in his first Boulder semis, coming 18th. And what a moment when he climbed Boulder 1. Toby Roberts had a disappointing comp by his standards, just one zone for him, and he's out of the competition. Adam Ondra came close to the finals, but was outside in 8th. He tried a crazy feet-first approach on Boulder 2, hanging upside down in a tenuous-looking move. He got through that and came so close to sticking the last move that might have made all the difference to his score. So let's look at our 6 finalists and a few special moments from their competition. Well, I want to see the top of this climb. Goes up with the right hand on that jug and has to match.
I think that holds so good. They can kind of do what they want with it, the jug, but then this move, you can see his brain, his eyes flicking. Misses the foot, but still holds it.
So powerful.
You know, it was inevitable that we were going to see that progression, and we've just seen a 1-2 to the top. Very fast, very, very strong in the shoulders to hold that.
And no one really dropping this so far, neither does he. Hanging up there, please match it, thank you.
So strong.
Right, now this is the business end here, right hand up. He's going to palm down and
again,
go for this bump.
Fingers are in, so I hope he can keep the tension here.
Oh, what a swing.
Oh.
Kokoro is sitting in 13th, stretches that right hand up the wall, gets the heel in now, he's got to trust it, and beautiful from him.
Great hip positioning on that step across there. And see the tension going through his legs.
Oh!
Was that a slight leg bar?
Mikel bumps
Precarious foot swap.
Right, I'm watching the heel.
So we're not there yet, so he needs to stand up first, get all his weight onto his foot. No, he doesn't.
Well, he just kicks up, and that is some tension from him to make that move work.
He hit the 2 left holds so perfectly that he didn't need to do my little heel swivel.
There we go, right, but he has this hard move to go. He'll have lots of time to get again. His left foot's on a jib, stretching up, thumbs under, makes the match.
Wow, great work.
So he's underneath, one arm's through, again, just so relaxed in his body.
He'll be keeping the setters happy, doing the intended Vita right there. High heel, making that really terrible handhold work.
Oh, I can't wait to see this final move. So he matches it, pinching, trying to find some friction on the sloper.
It's interesting to see him having to figure it out on the wall, you know, really working hard. Standing on the crimp, which we've not seen anyone else do. So that's a big difference. He didn't turn the palm, he matched, which I wondered if it would be possible.
Those were the stories, and here are the full results. Now, during the semi-finals, we saw a very unique hold, and there's an entire boulder using those holds, which we'll chat about in a sec with Remi. But, Shauna, we had this moment where Yannick put water on his fingers. Why?
So the holds we're talking about have no texture whatsoever. They are totally slippery. Therefore, chalking your hands up, making them dry isn't going to work. And I don't know, when you're in the playground and you wanted like tacky to be able to go on the monkey bars, that's the best way I can think to describe it. You want almost like tacky hands, and that's what he was doing with the water, just trying to get all the chalk off, get that little stick, like sticky damp almost, and then you saw him chalking up with his chalk bag strapped on straight after getting off that hold, which is going to be a little bit different on this boulder.
It is indeed. In fact, let's find out more about that boulder. Let's get Remi and discover more. So, Chief Routesetter Remi, we saw one of the no texture holds in the semi-finals. Now there's pretty much an entire boulder using them. Why have you guys gone in that direction?
Yeah, exactly. In semi-final, it was kind of teaser for the athletes. We try this full boulder. It's a big paddle with all dual texture holes, and the thing is to surprise the athlete. This is part of our job, to see something new, to see emotion. So we try to have something that maybe they will just have strange face, struggle a little, and so it's kind of not a new move, but a really new friction, so means a new feeling for the athletes.
Well, I cannot wait to see their faces, as you say, and the reaction to people watching at home. I hope it works, and nice one for trying something so different. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, we are all also really excited to see what will happen, because for us it's a surprise for the athletes, but also for us as setters. We don't know exactly what will happen, but I will say I'm pretty confident.
All right, well, let's see what happens. It's time for the finals highlights. We've been building up to this moment all year, and finally, the expectations, hype, and anticipation is over. It's time for the first medals to be awarded for the men's boulder finals. Before we look at our podium finishers, let's see where the rest of the athletes finished. Japan's Kokoro Fuji couldn't repeat his gold medal from the last World Champs. It just wasn't his day, and the final no-tex holds were frustrating. 6th place for him. Nikolai Uznik from Austria could only get zones on the first 2 climbs, but he pulled out something special on the last boulder. He was the only athlete to top the unique slippy sequence and a 5th place finish. Japan's Sarato Anraku started off strongly with 2 tops, and it looked like he was heading for a podium finish. After that early success, however, he missed a vital zone on boulder 3, and that left him needing a top on the last climb to potentially jump from 4th to 2nd. However, he couldn't get the moves and was outside of the podium in 4th. So let's jump into the live with myself and Shauna Coxsey on the microphone.
I think Nikolai rested slightly too long here, really had to rush through it. Dokkan's got at least 23 seconds to make this count. Likely to be the last time though.
Just using that little tiny jib to get a bit higher.
Top for Dokkan Lee. It was all about that left foot kicking into the wall to stop the swing. Yeah, and you could see him taking a breath, just calming himself down here as he starts this foot sequence.
So what he's doing here, raising the leg, he's trying to get his weight over. So you can see his hips are still above his foot. If he can keep moving his hips and udging them to the right, he'll be able to get his foot down like he just has here. So he was using his leg almost as a counterbalance to move himself rightwards there.
Well, he finds the arete and the jib on it.
So he's going to be doing some really tension footwork here, is what I was about to say.
And now he's got to reach around the arete again.
And the setter said you want to end up with your right foot there, which is what he's just managed to figure out.
So good work. He's got to match this final hold though. 2 hands touching it somehow, in control, and that will be a top for Dokkan Lee. Edgedeep will try to do something about that though, straight out to the sloper, and I would imagine he's going to go for the campus here. It's his kind of a move. Eyes it up, slaps out, just 3 fingers on the hold.
And you can really see how far that is, how wide that move is.
Yeah, bigger than it looks on TV as well.
Working his feet up there, straight onto that little jib, turning the hand for the mantle.
Oh, ignores the left.
Wow.
Skips the jib entirely and makes the match.
It's so cool to see, and the athletes have to keep up with it.
Yeah, they do, and he learned from that. And now look, straight away faces out.
And let's go, so he can get both hands off here. See, big bend in the legs, super high, straight off the bat.
This is revenge for Mejdi Schalk. He was gutted not to get that move in Hachiyochi. He did it, as you said afterwards, in trainers. And now this movement, let's see, he needs to get this zone, or he might ignore it.
He's touched the zone, but he didn't make a movement on the zone. But it is not over until he has two hands on that top hold. He's going to get into a really precarious position and have to lean backwards. He wants to make sure his feet are built nice and high.
Yeah, and it's the black jib on top. It's not the purple, it's that hold that's the top, and he needs to match that. Adjust the feet, right hand on, needs to get the left hand on as well. Makes it.
Great work from Mejdi. He wanted that. Look at it. Look at what it means.
Mikel is underway and up. Good first moves from him, looking strong and powerful.
Fighting hard here.
Right, palm down as he starts to press upwards. Finds the jib. Eyes locked on that last hold.
Oh, wow.
And it's a flash from Mikel. What a moment for him. Just one arm, one hand palming upwards that time. Stretches out into the dish, thumb in play, better footwork. Let's see if that planning has worked.
Feels like there's a buzz in the arena right now. I think the crowd really want to see another top. You can feel it. He'll feel that too.
Well, he's got a...
So precise on that foot placement. You can see his heel's quite high though. He hasn't dropped it yet, so he's not weighting it very well. There we go, we've seen that change. His heel's come up a little bit because it's such a small hold.
Oh, gets really the jib, holds it. But he's wanting to cross that leg through now, which he does. So he's got the left foot over, right foot around the edge of the arete.
It's not over until you have both hands on that top hold. He's not swapping feet. He's going again with the right hand.
Mikel Mauer has magic hands. What a match. Just
he knows that was important.
Well, this time he's in. Oh, bumping that palm though across.
Hasn't turned around yet.
Not yet.
Wait. There we go. The crowd giving away so much there, and rightly so. You know that they're part of this show. It is a show.
It is, and he's facing the right way to get this
hand
done.
Hand off to come a bit lower.
Holds
Big
the move.
Try hard.
All right, well, there's the zone, but it's not over yet. He's got to get the black jib on top. Drops the left foot down.
I don't believe he made a movement on the zone, so he won't be awarded that just yet, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, true. He hasn't been given it on the scoreboard.
He's going to need to be really flexible through here. Take his time. Keep fighting hard. Different method to Mejdi. Mejdi turned before going up.
Well, he's got the fingers on it, creeps the other hand through, makes the match with just one finger. It's enough to show control. Minute and a half to guarantee this gold medal. Hyping himself up. What a moment for this man. Sticks it this time. But now, as you said, it's going to be harder on the top. Spins off and down, but that is enough.
He knows it, he knows it, so do the crowd.
Oh my God, well the lights are already going and we've got a minute to go. I don't think I've ever seen that happen actually. I think he might just enjoy it and run that clock down. Why not?
So a last confirmation of the results, and we'll be back for more live climbing tomorrow. And join us on the World Climbing Club for all of the highlights, interviews and more.